June 13th, 2019. My name is Eric Haluzik with All Corners Home Inspections. This is the roof evaluation for the single-family home in Jefferson, Oregon. As with all the videos in this report, we request that you view this video as supplemental to the written version of the report to which this video has been attached. At the time of inspection, there were a few reportable challenges with the single-family home's hip and low-sloped roof structure. We will be exempting the evaluation to the detached shop because of some inconsistencies in the roof line, and it's not clear that that roof is capable of load bearing at the time of inspection. First challenge we'll identify is that there's a fair amount of debris as well as a lot of wires all over this low slope section of roof here at the rear middle portion of the structure, and there's also insufficient, actually really no ventilation for this low slope structure as well. We see bunching and here. It's a condition where the roofing material has heat cycled over time and is now in a contractual or in a contraction phase. Over time, this will create significant challenges with regards to the roof's lifespan. We have a number of flashing issues. Flashing is typically metal that extends from a level surface to a less than level surface. In this case, at the step flashing at the left-hand side of the structure along this area here is physically missing. This might allow water to work its way organically into the interior portion of that wall. We do see some signs that an individual has attempted to seal some areas with an elastomeric caulk. This is a good temporary measure, however. For a long-term solution, we recommend rigid flashing. Same condition exists here along the rear portion of the structure between the second story and this low sloped roof. No allowance was made to allow for breathability between the siding and the low sloped section of roof line. We feel significant softness at this smaller sort of quadrant near the left front corner of this low sloped area, in particular near the valley. So if you sort of extend a line behind the valley, we experience some softness in the roof line there. The quality and condition of the remaining sort of hip style roofs are in reasonably good condition. However, the addition of this middle section has short-circuited any ventilation that might have occurred between this side of the roof line and those covered roof vents. Those covered roof vents are really only drawing from the left-hand side, and this right-hand side of this roof line is now no longer really allowed to be ventilated. We have flashing conditions along the right and rear facing portions of this low sloping roof. The flashing is physically extending on top of the roof line rather than the flashing running underneath. This condition would actually route water in between and behind the roofing material or underneath the roofing material rather than forcing water to run to the fascia. Speaking of which, we have an inability to evaluate this whole right-hand side of the rear portion of the structure because of the clearance between this shop and the existing single-family home. The gutter at this location on this shop is also in poor condition. It's leaking, and it might be a challenge to replace should an individual want to do so because of clearance issues. We also have an electrical wire which is rubbing physically against sharp areas here. I know that this is not a function of the roof system, but it bears mentioning that this is a significant hazard to life and property, as this sharp edge would over time create a connection point between this metal siding and this electrical wire. We recommend evaluation and repair by licensed contractors for all the identified challenges at this single family home. This has been Eric Haluzik with All Corners Home Inspections.